Now, in the last module, we discussed about the theory of XLOOKUP and how XLOOKUP is different from VLOOKUP. Now, in this module, we'll just look into XLOOKUP and what are their parameters and how to work with it. So let us look at the parameters one by one. So the first parameter is the lookup value. Now, the lookup value is the same as VLOOKUP. Now, it's the value you are trying to search. That is what you are looking for. Lookup array is the array from where you want to find that value which you are searching. So that's the array which is actually having that value, right? And once it finds that array, you want to return some other array, different array, right, based on this search. So that is your return array. So these are the three things which is similar to VLOOKUP, except the fact that you have the column index and all those things are not there, right? So XLOOKUP takes the first value as the lookup value, which is the value which you are looking for in the lookup array. So the second one is the array which is basically the one where your lookup value is. And return array is the array which is actually returned when you find that value in that array. Okay. Now, this is where it does the error handling part. If not found. Now, these are optionals. So anything you see in the square bracket is optional, right? So if it is not found, then what you want to display as a message. This is the right place where you can type it. So if your return array or if the lookup value returns an any or any error, that message would be shown, which you will be specifying in the not found. Match mode. These are the match modes you have, like 0. 0 is the default. That means exact match. So if you're not specifying your match mode, it means that it is exact match. -1. Exact match, else returns the next smaller item. So if you're saying -1, if it finds the match, then it's fine. If it doesn't find the match, then it'll return the next small item. So if you want to look for a smaller item, what you're looking for, you want to get, if that item is not found, you want to get a value which is smaller than that. Then you can use -1. 1 is just the opposite of -1, which means that if you don't find the exact match, if you find the exact match, of course, you return that. Else, you return the next larger value. So it moves to the top. So it moves to the next larger value rather than the next smaller value. And the second, if you put 2, it means that you're using some kind of a wildcard character to match. And there are 2 wildcard characters we have. One is the question mark, which means exactly one character. And it is a star, which means 0 or more character. So what does that mean and how it works, we'll be discussing. Then you have search mode. How do you want to search? This will match. But how do you want to search your, array? So you want to search first to last. So when you're doing a lookup array, in the lookup array, how you want to search? So normally, just like VLOOKUP, you want to do a search from the top to the end. So that is called as first to last, which is the default, very much like your VLOOKUP. But suppose you want to do the last to first, that means down top, so that from the last element to the first element. So if you want to do that, then this is the option you have, search mode. You can have 2 different kinds of search, which is binary search. Now, these are the type of search which is for performance actually. For better performance, we actually use this binary search. Based on the order of the sorting, ascending or descending, you will use the binary search 2 or -2. Right. This is basically, it searches based on certain algorithm which is for performance sake. So if you have a huge set of data and you want performance, then these 2 options would be handy. Now let's look at this list which we have. Okay. Now if you look at this list, this is a very small list though, but we'll learn all these concepts in this list because it will be very easy for you to do the testing. Okay. Whether you're getting the correct answer or not. I could have used a big list, but again, if it works on a small list, it'll definitely work on a bigger list, right? Now here, this is the list. Now this is my master list, right? So this is my list. So I have this list here, and I want to do a lookup. So I have another list here in the next page. Now these people, like these employees, they are having certain projects which they are allocated. Right. And based on their email, I need to get their employee ID. So what do I need to do? I need to get the employee ID based on the email of the employee. Now the email of the employee is where? the email of the employee is in some column, which is not the leftmost column. It can be any column, right? And I want to get the employee ID. So this one, right? So how do I do that? Using XLOOKUP. So let's do that. Simple. It is very simple. Function F4, function F4. And then I said comma, and return array is the employee ID, which is this. So again, function F4 and function F4, right? And that's it. And say enter. So 13398, that's correct. So 13398 is gbent. So we look at gbent. Gbent is 13398. Very good. So we just drag it, simply drag it. So here we get everything 14456, 12345. Now here it is getting any. Why? Because it doesn't find these. These emails are not present in these sheets. Tiger Smith, there's no Tiger Smith here, right? And there is no E. Jacob or Suzanne K here in this email. Okay. So for that reason, it is showing me NA, because it did not find that. But rest of them it finds very nicely. So what should I do so that I can get a more user-friendly message rather than an any here? To do that, what we do is we use that if not found. So I'll put the first parameter, if not found. What I need to show? Invalid